Good morning. You still munching
Whoops.
on your Qdoba chips?
Yeah, dude, I'm about. I
Well,
got a
yeah,
ways
you
to go.
have a duffel bag full of chips, so
Yeah, once again, shout out to Andrew Marks. I'll be eating on these for the next couple of days.
that's pretty sweet, though. He hooked you up with all that food.
Yeah, it's
What a
about
good
gone though.
dude. That's pretty amazing.
Well, I'm kind of a fat guy, but
Well,
yeah,
good morning. Welcome to the Diners Daily Special. We will not be involving the comment section. We were recording this night before, so if there is any breaking news in the morning, we'll get to it later.
yep. We'll get to it on Wednesday.
We have a few random things to talk about, so there was at least a decent amount of news going on. So
Yeah,
not sure any of it was good stuff, but hey, here we are.
we got some free agent signings.
Yeah, it'll be all right. We got
but
RG3 being an asshole.
oh, I didn't know that. I thought he
Yeah,
was a nice fella.
no, he's an idiot.
Oh, well, first, before we get into that, thank you to our gold sponsors: Wabash Valley Plumbing, ML Productions, Peak Performance Gym, Pappy's Barbecue, Wabash Valley Dalton Teen Challenge, and Stitch Brands.
Great job.
Yeah, I
We
tried to beat it before you got the thing up there.
yeah, it was a little delayed for some reason, but we got it going.
It's okay.
And we are still running the donation drive for a couple more days. Anything will help. So if you want to donate, please reach out. We'll tell you where the drop
Yep.
off is. But like
Yep.
we've said a couple times, all of these can be found at Dollar Tree. So if you get an extra $5-10 and can throw some stuff for these guys, we'd greatly appreciate it.
And also, our merch store is open. Shop.thedinerpod.com.
See, I told you I built a new graphic for it. It just
Yeah.
I forgot to add it to the thing. So tried to go
Looks
with a
good.
cool little spring design.
Looks good.
Thanks. I tried my best.
Oh. Anyway, so what's going on in the news today?
I'll start with RG3. So
Okay.
I don't understand RG3 because don't get me wrong, clearly he was a good quarterback at one point, but he kind of was a bust in the NFL. I mean, he had what, one good year, 2 good years, and then kind of fell off the table.
He just was injury plagued.
And now he runs his mouth on the media shows constantly, and basically he told Caleb Williams that he should pull an Eli Manning and request a trade because Chicago is not where you want to go based off what they did to Justin Fields. And it's like,
I mean, is he wrong though?
He's not, but it's still like him being the vocal point for quarterbacks in the NFL drives me nuts because it's like, yeah, that's why you're doing the media now. You're plenty young enough. You should still be playing. Like, that's like me trying to talk about it. It doesn't make any sense. I have no authority in the.
I don't quote me on it, but I think his rookie year, like he was having knee problems, and they were still making him go out and play when he shouldn't have been playing, which led to a long career. I don't say a long career, but a career filled with injuries.
Yeah.
So he might be. I mean, I think he's trying to look out for the best of Caleb Williams, but Caleb Williams is not doing himself any favors by.
Caleb Williams responded and said he wants to go whoever wants him is basically.
Oh well, maybe he's
which
changing
was a great
his
response. So
yeah.
And then RG3 was like, "Well, there you go, Bears fans. You can leave me alone now." And it's like, well, no, you just tried to. They just traded Fields, and you just tried to torch Caleb Williams going to the Bears asshat. So I was not a super big fan of RG3 after that, but it'll be fine.
Well, also in the news, defensive end Chase Young is expected to sign a 1-year deal with the Saints.
Oh.
1 year, $13 million.
Dang. I wonder why they only gave him 1 year. He's pretty young, isn't he? No pun.
Yeah, he was the number 2 pick, I'd say, within the last 5 years. I don't remember when. It was like, I think right after the last Bosa brother.
Did he get hurt or something?
I don't know. He just bounced. He went to the Redskins Commanders football team. I don't know what they were when he was drafted.
Yeah.
And then he went to the 49ers this past season.
Because he's pretty damn good, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's weird. They only locked him up for 1 year. I mean,
at trial basis. I mean,
again, what do I know? I'm just talking out my ass.
It's an intern. It's an internship. We'll call it that.
I'm going to apologize now because I'm going to adjust my glasses about 80,000 times because they're broken and it drives me crazy. So they look like even more of a jackass, but they are like legitimately broken. I think you can kind of see it on here. But
yeah.
So I will be adjusting them about 30 times. So if you want to play a drinking game this morning and be hammered by the time like 11 o'clock, then let's go, because I'll adjust them a million times throughout this episode. So here we are.
Yeah.
That
Josh Dobbs, he just or he's expected to sign with the Vikings.
Who the hell is Josh Dobbs?
He was the quarterback at Tennessee. I think it was Tennessee Volunteers, and then got drafted to somebody.
Okay.
Apparently, it's not working out. I think he's with the Titans, actually. Don't quote me, but he's going to sign a 1-year deal with the Vikings.
All right.
So it's going to be a quarterback battle between Josh Dobbs and Sam Darnold.
Yeah, and whoever they end up drafting.
Yeah, we'll see.
They'll grab somebody, I would assume.
Yeah, but that's all the NFL news I got. Because
if you want to keep going through your sports, I told you where mine's going, and it's not going anywhere upbeat or positive. So if you want to run into yours, go ahead.
Okay, we'll start off high and end on the.
My list are very, very. Or if you want to end with some positive, I can run.
Yeah, let's end with some positives. I always like to end on a high note.
So my first one was So you know how Texas basically just said they weren't going to listen and they were going to maintain the border on their own. They just extended, the Supreme Court just extended it and told them again that they're not allowed to use any lawful action against the immigrants coming in illegally. And Texas once again told them to fuck off. They're going to do what they're going to do continuously. But it just baffles me that they don't, with the crisis across all of these border states, that they still just have no intent on doing anything, which is fascinating to me. I don't get it. Clearly it's a problem. You see it all across social media every single day. I don't understand why they're not doing anything to stop it. And it seems like they're actively going the opposite way of trying to allow it. And it's baffling to me.
Yeah. I'm not sure. That's not on my Twitter feed, so I don't know.
You kill me on these because you just bail on me and you don't say shit. You just sit here and stare at me and it's like, thanks.
Hey,
I appreciate it. It goes for great conversation.
You're my news source. I mean, I don't know.
So another one that I wrote down was another Supreme Court judge. She went on Twitter, or I don't know if she went on Twitter, it was a recording, but basically she said the First Amendment is
making it harder for the government to censor speech.
Yeah, which is, again, but no shit, kind of the point. That is why we have this, is because they don't want you to be able to lie and manipulate, which is seemingly all of politics across the board. They all lie. They all seem to be funded by the same people. It's just which pill you decided to take. And it's, again, baffling that that's even a statement that's made that, why is that?
I feel like they're stealing Eddie Guerrero's gimmick: lie, cheat, and steal.
Basically, and that's what our country's being ran by. And it's what is going on? I understand that they all want power. I understand, but at some point, I believe America should come first and not your pockets. It's not a game. It's not we're not playing a board game of Risk. It's real life, and I feel like they've lost control of this, and but that's why all of my stuff was like that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
if somebody wants to line my pockets, I'm not doing what Matt Rife does. But
yikes! Yeah. Ooh, that was a fun story.
I'll wear a patch or something that says I was bought out by this person.
Did we talk about that on this?
No, we've never talked about it.
So
I talked about it at a board meeting the other day. But,
I'll kind of explain. So there was a video. I forget who the guy was, but he did a video saying that him and another internet type person were given the opportunity to basically claim internet fame and sign a contract and be famous and all that fun stuff. The stipulation was that the two guys in front of them, they had to bow down, if you will, and some nefarious activities were going to happen. And he said he left the room, and Matt Rife was double fisting, if you will, before he walked out. 2 hot dogs in his hand. But then Matt Rife blocked him, and then I believe the next day he came out and said it was all satire and it was a joke, and it was I watched that video. I'm not
the guy that originally stated that, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Came out and said that it was satire, it wasn't real, he was just joking, and it's somebody might have gotten to you and made you retract your statement, kind of deal. But again, that seems to be the ongoing thing, is that's kind of the ritual of getting into the whatever, the Illuminati, the fame, or
I guess that's the price of fame. I don't know if I want to be that famous.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm not into the fame if that's what we have to do.
Nah, I'll be me.
However, if we get that offer, it's going to be a hilarious story.
Yeah, we'll have to go with aliases and maybe some masks.
Yeah, then we don't get murdered.
Well, I don't care if I get murdered. I just don't want my family affected.
Fair point. You know? I mean, I care if you get murdered. I'd rather you not die, please. I'd rather us both not die.
Well,
wouldn't that be a bitch? You get whacked for not whacking? That's a motherfucker.
Yeah. So get whacked.
Yeah. I'll kind of run through. I got a couple more. Most of the rest of mine are involving the UK stuff with Kate Middleton.
So is she cloned?
Well, I don't know. I didn't really know what she looked like beforehand, but the Twitter response is basically telling them that it was not like it's not her. It's like they did a quick little. She walked out of a shop and she walked into another door like pretty quickly after. But they're like, hey, if a lady just had an abdominal surgery, why is she carrying a big bag of stuff from a farmer's market as she's walking across here? And then, I mean, every comment was like, that's
she got those good scripts.
I guess so. It was very interesting, but then a helicopter showed up to Buckingham Palace today. They were running their flags at half-mast yesterday morning, and then Obama showed up in London today, and there was a report that he had used the CIA and the UK to spy on previous campaigns or something. So basically all of the comments were saying like, oh, the deep state's freaking out. They're trying to cover blah, blah, blah. Well, then there was another podcast. I forget who it was, but he interviewed, it was General Flynn. And basically he was warning that they're going to come up with some sort of coup. They're going to do something to essentially try to stop things the way they're going. And I have no idea.
Have they announced, like, I know a royal announcement was coming. Have they announced a date of the royal announcement?
I thought it was supposed to be this afternoon, or yesterday afternoon, I guess, if you're watching this in the morning. But I don't know that I ever saw anything came from it. I don't know if that was maybe the TMZ thing. Like that was the royal announcement, was that she was okay. But yeah, there's a lot of skeptical people on Twitter, and they were not having it. Yeah. They were very, very, very mad at them, saying that it was not her, and no idea.
I wouldn't know Kate Middleton if she walked through my front door. She'd be like, I'm Kate Middleton. All right, I'm just going to take your word because I have no idea.
Yeah, I could have passed her at Walmart, and I would have never have known that was her. I mean, obviously, you know, the 80,000 people that would have been surrounding her might have given it away. But yeah, I would have never. But I think I told you that story, though. I was at the Arnold one year and sat next to the cast of Jersey Shore, and I had no clue until people kept walking up, and I was like, who the hell are these people? But I was literally sitting in the row next to the entire cast of Jersey Shore, and I had absolutely no idea who they were.
Yeah, I wouldn't know them either.
That's pretty much
the Jersey Shore people? No, I'm an adult.
Yeah, I'm an adult, so no. And then the only other political one I had was, did you see one of the Ukraine, one of their high-ranking people has a brand new $600,000 Rolls Royce? And it's
sweet.
Like, man, yeah, I wonder where that funded money's going to. These guys are over there like, hey, we're in a war. I'm going to buy a $600,000 Rolls Royce.
I don't know. Uh-oh. He just abandoned me. He got shut down. Uh-oh. Well, in other news, checking my big bag chips. But other news, what do I have? People are trying to cancel Cards Against Humanity now. Yeah. They said there was a joke on one of the cards that included Palestine. No, they're trying to cancel it. Out of all the offensive things,
I talked too much shit in my.
Yeah, dude.
I got disconnected.
That's why I don't get shut down. I'm like, hey, man.
No, that's why you keep your topics way easier, because then you don't get kicked off. I talk about this shit and then I get booted. So, yeah. But I'm back.
I was just talking about Cards Against Humanity. People are trying to cancel it for the Palestine joke.
That's what they're canceling it for? Have they ever read the cards? Like, everything in that box is offensive. Like, there's not anything that's not really offensive.
Yeah. Well, I have an idea for the people who are offended by it. Don't buy the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
that could be about
even the family-friendly version. You can make offensive if you play with the right people.
You can make apples to apples offensive if you play with the right people.
That's
Like,
what that was the game I was thinking of.
yeah, it's your sense of humor. Everybody's offended about everything right now. It's amazing.
I'm offended. They're offended.
Be offended that you're offended by my offensiveness.
Yeah. Well, also Richard Simmons was trending on Twitter today.
Did he die?
No, but he
That's good.
he put out a tweet this morning, and it made it seem like he was dying.
Oh,
But he retracted that statement, and it was like, "No, I'm not dying. I just want people to embrace every day because we all are dying every day."
I will
You know?
say for someone who had like a workout type show, he always looked like he was dying. Like he never looked real healthy.
Did you ever do those workout videos?
No,
Dude,
no.
I
But
did.
we should do a video of us doing like the Richard Simmons one of his videos.
Sweating to the oldies.
Yeah, we should totally do a video of us working out to
My
Richard Simmons.
mom may still have every single tape.
Really?
She used to have every single tape in the 90s.
I just assume we could find it on YouTube. So, but yeah, we could also go.
Oh, we
we
go hard, man. We're gonna get the VHS. I've got a VCR in the garage.
I was getting ready to say, do you have a VCR?
I do.
Oh, that would be awesome if we could get like a full video of us putting in the video, and then
Yes,
we could even dress like Richard Simmons.
That might be harder to do than you think. But
I feel like you just have to wear bright, tight clothes. Your wife has leggings. My wife.
I have leggings.
Yeah, we could just borrow.
But he didn't wear leggings. Stuff. He wore shorts. He wore the striped shorts
under his shorts.
No, he wore striped shorts.
Why am I picturing him with like tights on?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I guarantee if you Google him, 99% he's wearing striped shorts that are about upper thigh length with tube socks kind of rolled up and white shoes, and usually a red or blue bedazzled. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. A red or blue bedazzled tank top.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean,
so for the people who are watching, I recommend you do some homework because Richard Simmons was on Whose Line Is It Anyway? And Whose Line Is It Anyway is basically what's that? It's a comedy. It's like in the moment.
Improv comedy kind of thing.
It's an improv comedy show. And they do a section with live props. And Richard Simmons is one of the live props. And it is the funniest thing I've seen in my life.
I'll go on and see if I can find it. If we can, I'll share it. I'll put it
YouTube.
on
Yes.
I'll see if I can find it. We can share it when this comes out tomorrow so people can just find it easily and go.
Yes.
Because it has to be on there somewhere.
Oh,
I feel like you can find everything on YouTube anymore.
Exactly. If not, check it on Twitter. It might be on there.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere. You could find it. I don't know.
You can literally find anything on Twitter.
Right now, it's a wild, wild world. Everyone's bitching about something. That's what when I got on here, I was like, "Hey, I'm apologizing now because everything I found was doom and gloom." I was literally sitting here watching Raw, going through like. I have no. I almost texted you and was like, "Do you want to just cancel it for tomorrow? Because I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about." And then I ran into all the like UK stuff, and I was like, "Okay, there's a little bit there." And then obviously the other stuff that I talked about, it was like, "All right,
I'm going to find some happy stuff." So
yeah, you're a very good yin to my yang.
I did see Planet Fitness was trending.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I was like, what's going on? Well. Planet Fitness banned a woman because she took a photo of a trans woman in the female dressing room.
Yeah, and then they posted that they welcome all, which is fine. They welcome all people,
right?
But that's what they're complaining about is that with the current state of
society. Go check that photo. It looked like me standing in the women's room, changing. So.
And I get it. Like, I understand these women, especially with the way of the world and with the shit that can happen. Like, so, I mean, anybody. So a predator can absolutely say that I identify as a woman and then go do whatever they want. Like, that is an absolute thing. So then do 3 bathrooms or do 4 bathrooms or 7 bathrooms or whatever the hell it is.
You can never have too many bathrooms. We're just going to throw that out there.
There you go. And then
you can never have too many.
Make whatever sign you see fit, and
because if I go in there to blow it up, you're gonna need another bathroom.
Yeah,
just throwing that out.
Yeah, so see, it'll help in all, or just put like one big. I have no idea, but something.
Pin.
Uh-oh. Did you try to do your trick and miss it?
No, but I did find a marker.
Well, that's good. Well, look at that. Yeah. Did you find the pin also, or did it change into a marker? Oh, I thought you used like a magic trick.
No. I'm not a magician. Not trained yet.
Awesome though.
Yeah. I do have some WWE news before my list is done. Bray Wyatt. There's a Bray Wyatt documentary coming out. It
Yes.
drops. I don't know why, but it's dropping on April Fool's Day, April 1st, on Peacock.
Oh, that'll be
So-
sweet. I watched the preview of that whenever it was on Raw just a little bit ago.
Oh, really? I
They showed,
really want
like,
to
a
watch
little-
it now. And I did see his costume that he never got to wear. It was a sweet fiend looking costume with a new mask.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Never
seemed
get
like
to wear it.
everybody backstage loved him, or that was the gist I got from the little promo they did. And then, have you watched Raw yet?
No, because it's live. I have to watch it tomorrow.
Cody cuts a pretty sweet promo on The Rock. It was pretty funny.
Good.
He breaks the like kayfabe thing multiple times. He talks about heels. He says Rock's not a heel. He said he's a whiny bitch with little dick syndrome, which made me laugh pretty hard.
I mean, I'm gonna say he's not wrong because
No.
I do not like The Rock at all. I feel like he's just bought his way into everything now,
that's
and
me.
I don't like it.
Well, he got lumped in with Oprah after the Maui fire thing, and I think he abandoned ship and ran. He was like, "Oh, I'm getting in trouble," because they were torching him for being affiliated with it and all this stuff. And he was like, "I don't know." And then all of a sudden, now he's back in wrestling. And he's just like, "Yeah, fuck all that. I'm getting out of there."
Well, he's about to get busted by Cody.
Yeah,
Did Cody slap him on SmackDown?
he did. Yes, because he was talking about his mom. So then Cody was talking back about Rock's mom, how she was a wonderful lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
And then he said that his mom got out of the chair at a concert or something and beat the shit out of an undercover cop, which was also kind of funny. So he's like, "I don't think she's scared of you, Rock." He's like, "I'm scared of my mom."
and then I think it was just announced this evening, Jimmy versus Jey Uso at WrestleMania.
Yep.
I'm kind of excited for that match.
I won't
be able to tell them apart, but
I was a little disappointed with their promo. Yeah, you will. Jay has yeet all over his stuff, and Jimmy's got like thick, longer hair, and Jay's got the stringy, like mullet looking thing. Because they did a promo at the beginning of Raw also, and they kind of went back and forth. I was slightly disappointed in it though. I really thought as brothers they were going to channel some of that like old school like animosity towards each other type thing, and they were really going to go at it. And I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't anything crazy. It was not what I was expecting, but whatever.
Well, just so you know, every 15 years they do a brother versus brother match.
Really?
WrestleMania 10, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. WrestleMania 25, Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy. And now WrestleMania 40.
That's kind of cool. I feel like they have a lot of those little things that you don't realize they're doing.
And be watching for a triple threat match as well.
I think that's going to be for the U.S. title. I think it's going to be Kevin Owens, Orton, and Jake Paul is what I think is going to fall in that one.
WrestleMania 20 was, there was a triple threat in WrestleMania 20. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, maybe. And then WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, Batista. WrestleMania 10 was not really a triple threat, but you had Lex Luger, Yokozuna, and Bret Hart fighting for the title. But that was pre-triple threat era.
Yeah, so they kind of set it up the same way. It's kind of cool they do that. I had no clue that was even. If you would have told me, there's no chance I would have ever figured that out.
So you may see Cody versus Rock versus Roman.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I can see Rock bullying his way into that one.
Yeah, because is the tag match official on one of the nights?
I think so, yeah. The first night, because that's supposed to determine the second one for Bloodline rules. And Cody makes that comment during his promo that he goes, I have no idea if it's going to be Bloodline rules or it's going to be straight up. He goes, I have no idea if I'm even going to be able to finish the story. So he really kind of went into like storyline type promo, which was very different from WWE normally, because obviously they're very protective of that type of thing to like not make it seem fake or predetermined or however you want to describe it. So I feel like they've always really protected that. But yeah, he did not. He went like kind of broke the fourth wall to an extent and really went after it. So it was kind of cool. It was a good one. That's why it took me so long to get on here tonight, because Rye was really into it. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to make him go to bed yet. So we sat and watched the whole promo. And then once it was over, he went to bed. So it took a little longer than anticipated. But it was like, hey, my kid's actually into wrestling. I gotta really like take this while I got it.
Hell yeah.
I swear since Signal 10, both my kids have been like really into watching wrestling with me. So it's really neat.
That's how my girls are. So they enjoy it. And
Well,
I was
good.
talking to Anna, I was talking to Vivian about another potential opportunity. She goes,
Yeah.
"You're not going to go be with those guys, are you?" I'm like, "No, maybe."
Yeah, we
So
might. Why not? I think it'd be
yeah,
pretty fun.
yeah,
Definitely add to our repertoire of, experience and getting to get into different avenues and obviously different style a little bit too.
yeah,
So I think it'll be fun.
yeah. I think
Hopefully
it'll
we
be
get to
fun.
make it happen.
I
So
think we will.
I did have one more I forgot about.
Okay.
So we have the solar eclipse coming. April, is it April 8th?
I have no idea.
So for some reason, we were on a list of a couple states that they're saying that we should be prepared with food and water for some reason.
What?
Yeah, I was like, for a
We live in a
3 hour
bubble where you don't need to
eclipse.
worry about that.
Yeah, I have no idea. It was us. It was like basically from Texas up through kind of
Oh, like
thing. It
that
was
big
like
A looking thing.
yeah, but for some reason they were warning that like you should be prepared with food and water for the eclipse. And I was like, well, that's weird. I wonder like what could happen from the eclipse that we would need. Like, is it going to knock out like technology or
The
something?
grid.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, just as soon as
Yeah,
we start taking off, the grid goes down.
the grid goes down, and we're back into ancient times with no
Well,
technology.
I better stock up on Qdoba for the next couple
Yeah,
weeks.
I think you're fine. You had plenty, but
I
yeah,
got.
I wasn't sure if you saw that or not. It was very.
I'd seen. Well, I'd seen. I think it was on TikTok or one because somehow I've kind of fallen into your rabbit holes on TikTok now.
That's not my fault. I
I
didn't do
know. I
that.
watched two videos because I was like, "What is this?" And now I can't get out of it.
I told you what all my TikToks are. I still get all those.
My algorithm right now on TikTok is like deep sea scary videos of like the ocean, which
Oh,
I don't ever want to
which
get on
you're
a cruise ship.
terrified of anyway.
And then let's see, like conspiracies of Bohemian Grove or those things. Skinwalkers.
Welcome.
Yeah, skinwalkers. And then like now it's like soldiers coming home and surprising their parents.
That's a
And
good one.
then like the royal guards, like the
Oh
king's
yeah,
bodyguards who
where they
stand
can't
there, people
move.
take pictures of them. Like it's
Yeah,
that. Like that's a big swirling
that's an
thing.
interesting algorithm you have. Mine are all like weird spiritual videos, and then I'll get some conspiracy theory videos, and then every once in a while, I get you a lot. Your face comes up on mine a lot,
Well,
but other
I'm
than
everywhere.
that, I don't get a whole lot of other things. It's all very, very either dark or spiritual, or yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
But
So
it fascinates me.
that's kind of my algorithm. I'm like, man, so I get on TikTok and I'm pooping and I either be just like, oh, that's so cute, or I'm terrified, or I'm just
Yep.
depressed.
Yep,
So
pretty much. That's
yeah.
just that's our world right now. Everything, which I like we've talked about on the podcast and stuff. I think it's all designed to do that. It's all fear mongering. They want you to be scared. They want you to live in fear, and it is what it is. We can't control it. I
Ugh.
mean, I probably wouldn't even look at it if it wasn't for us doing this show. But it's one of those things that if it's trending and I can like talk about it, and if people don't know what's going on, then maybe they kind of jump on and go look and check some stuff out for themselves and kind of guide their own opinion. Because, like we've
Yeah.
talked about, we are faux journalists that look at Twitter and hope for the best. And
Is it faux?
I don't know.
FAUX? I was
Yeah, I
gonna say
think so.
fox, but then I didn't want to like get anybody stirred up. So
That's what I was thinking. Like faux fur, faux leather. That was kind of the like
faux fur
we
or
look like we
furries?
know what we're doing, but we just kind of look at Twitter and hope for the best.
Well, because you can find any like it's a very diverse place.
Oh, I like that it like underneath things, no matter what it is, no matter what side, because that was Elon went on another. I almost wrote that stuff down, but if you want to go look at it, you can go look at
Oh,
it.
it's Don Lemon.
Yes, he was on Don Lemon's show, and it was very, very interesting. He was actually on Spaces tonight, as we're recording this. But he was talking with Attorney General about freedom of speech. I listened to it for a little bit, and it was pretty interesting. But I mean, he just seems to. I could be wrong, but the vibe I get from him is he seems to genuinely care about the country, and he just wants people to quit lying about shit and like kind of figure it out. It doesn't, to me, like we've talked about, I don't give a shit left, right, up, down.
Up, down.
Yeah, who cares? Just I want somebody to take America first and quit lying and quit trying to pad your own pockets and fix some things. Like there's clearly some issues, there's clearly things, but that's just how it's going to be. I wish that somebody would just jump in and take this shit and it not be about their own ego or their own pockets or whatever it is. Like you should want to run the country because you want to make it better, not because you want to gain power to stroke your ego or to continue to pad your pockets or whatever it is that your motive is. That shouldn't be the people that we're voting in as our whatever leader of the free world. Like that seems no longer a leader of the free worldish when that's your motive.
Yeah, I feel you there, dog.
It's what we are, 2 35-year-olds in Brazil, Indiana. So what do you do?
We just talk about it,
bitch about it on social media and laugh at it.
Yeah, but we don't start wars with people.
I guess I shouldn't say bitch about it. It's not really bitching about it. It's more just talking about it. And if people want to go look at it, go look at it. And if you don't, then don't. We have all kinds of other stuff to talk about. So
yeah, we have a lot of fun.
But try to anyway.
We try.
Yeah.
But, well, I want to go to bed.
Yep. Let's wrap this one up. We went way longer than I thought we were going to.
Hey, every little bit helps. But my phone's about to die. I want to go to bed.
Perfect. Well, thanks for following along. We will get to the comments tomorrow evening or afternoon whenever we get to them. And
these are good chips. Definitely go to Qdoba for the chips.
Go to Qdoba. Go to Pappy's tonight. Kids eat free, as we learned, not because of a daycare, but because of if you buy a meal, they get a free
with a purchase.
Yeah, with the purchase of one. So don't drop your kids off. It's not a daycare.
Wait a minute. No, when this drops, no, it's Tuesday. You're right.
Yeah,
okay.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
We'll get yesterday's news today.
Yeah, it's been a long day. We've done a lot.
Yeah,
but we made it.
We did make it.
Well, I'll get this all set up for tomorrow, and we'll be back. Or I'll get this set up for now.
Dude, it gave me a thumbs up.
Awesome. Will mine do that? No. Damn. How did you do that? Fancy iPhone. Yeah. You had balloons on your shit the other day. That was kind of cool too. Celebration.
Google doesn't have that.
No, I don't have any of that cool stuff. I can't even get my dumbass phone to work. The top of my screen's broke already on my brand new phone, so I'm gonna have to. I did set it up. I gotta send it back so they can send me a new one. So, but I'm gonna be without a phone for like 5 days again. They said I had to just send it back, and it was going to be 5 to 10 days. They said they can expedite me one, but I had to pay for it up front. I go, okay, how much is that? He goes, $1,200. And I go, so hold on. So I have to pay you $1,200. You're going to send me my phone, and then when I send the phone back, I get the money. Like, I'd rather go without my phone for 5 to 10 days than without $1,200 for 5 to 10 days. That seems like a no-brainer. I don't need my phone that much. It's fine. But yeah, what a weird return policy. Even though
that's weird.
I don't think I even did anything to it this time. It just, the whole top corner is all jacked up and funky looking, and then my screen will just spaz out and go crazy. So it's great times.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
I had very bad luck with phones, but
yes, you do.
Well.
Androids, I don't get them.
Yeah, it might just be my choice in phones, but I really didn't want to switch all my shit over to Apple, so I just rolled the dice and hope for the best, and clearly it didn't work out for me. So
it's okay. You live and learn. Do I have a zit? I do have a zit.
I don't know. Dude, I popped one on my nose earlier, and then there was 4 or 5 of them around my nose that were not there, and they all started oozing. And I'm like, huh, what the hell? Yes, we're still alive. My wife just asked if we were still on the recording. I was like, yeah. Evan's got his nose up in the camera right now.
Well, not now.
Well, not currently, but
I'll get some peroxide and put on this bad boy. Jeez.
Isn't that what everybody wants to see in the morning? Is you popping zits on our?
Man, I paid for more.
I think it's the perfect way to end the show.
I think so too. So
all right. Well, good night, good morning to everyone else, and thank you for watching.
Good night, good fight.
Bye.
Bye.